God gifted us the Bible to help us, right? In the scriptures is guidance and help. He knew we needed him, right? In this wicked world, in this crazy world. And the way he talks to us, is many ways that God can speak to us, right? But one of the main ways is through the Bible, right? Through his living word. The word is alive, the word is true, right? Let's dive deeper into what I just said by going to Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. I wrote down chapter 3, 16, but we go through 16 and 17. So 16 reads, all scriptures is inspired by God and is useful to teach us what is true and to make us realize what is wrong in our lives. It corrects us when we are wrong and teaches us to do what is right. 17. God uses it to prepare and equip his people to do every good work. Okay, y'all, so let's break this down. Let's break this down real quick. Okay, 16. All scripture is inspired by God, right? God wrote the scriptures, even though it's people like Mark, John, Paul. They wrote the books, right? But who downloaded that information to them, right? Who told them, like authors of books, right? These are authors, these are books, right? This is one big book, but it's what? Don't quote me on this, y'all. It's like what? 60, 80 books in this Bible. I'm not really sure, but it's between that number, right? And the people who wrote these books was told to write it by God. God told these people to write these things. Write down your experience, or here is something. Here I'm gonna give you something to write down because the future people, the future generation needs to know these things, right? So it is the scriptures are inspired by God. God is the author, right? Because he created the people who wrote it, right? He gave them the idea. Basically, God is the boss. He's the CEO, right? Those are just his co-workers or people, he uses, right? And it is useful to teach us what is true and to make us realize what is wrong in our lives, right? So we're gonna stop right there. So the Bible here is to teach us, not to condemn, right? A lot of people don't want to come over to the side, right? Walking with God. Oh, it's too many rules. I can't do this. I can't sleep with people. I can't smoke. I can't drink. So the Bible is here to teach us, y'all. Don't be afraid to come here because you want to do what you want to do. And that's what people problem. This life is not ours. As much as you want to believe is yours, it's not yours. Okay. It belongs to God. Okay. And it took me a while to realize that too. So I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad about anything. I was out in this world just like everybody else. But the difference is I didn't like it out there. Okay. I like it better over here on this side with God. Okay. In the world, like I live here, but I'm not of the world. I don't participate in these things, right? Because, like it says, it teaches you the truth. And now I know the truth. Now I know the truth in Him. I see the blinders are off of this world. Now I see the truth of this world. I see how wicked, evil things are, right? So, and it makes us realize what is wrong. When I opened the Bible and I read His word, when I read His command, all scriptures are inspired by God. So when I read the scriptures, that's when I realized I had been dead wrong for a very long time. You realize what is wrong in our lives. Smoking, right? Wrong. Having sex out of marriage, wrong. Lying, wrong. Using profanity, wrong. All the things I was doing in my past, I know now that I was wrong. I used to love listening to Chris Brown, Trey Songz, and you all know what they talk about, right? I love that type of music. I love R&B. I really like rap like that, but I love R&B. It was wrong. All of that, listening to all that bumping and grinding in your ear. Of course, you're going to go out here and have adult time. Of course, because it's in your head. You're feeding yourself those things. Now that I know it's wrong, I don't indulge in that type of music anymore because now I know it's wrong. It corrects us. And I feel like that's another thing people don't want to do. That's why you don't want to turn to God. You don't want to be corrected. You want to do what you want to do and you want to be right about it. You don't want anybody to tell you what to do. You want to be in control of your life. And that's why your life hasn't been going anywhere. Because you're in control of. When you let go, your life will get way better. Your life will change. I'm not saying this walk with God is easy, right? But your life will change in a ways that is worth it. So it corrects us when we are wrong and teaches us to do what is right. So God is trying to, and He's not trying to make us, oh, you can't have fun, you can't do this, you can't do that. No, He wants us to have a good time, but just in these guidelines, right? Just like at a water park for kids, it's a spot for kids, it's a spot for adults, right? Or people who are taller, right? When that little baby go walking over there, trying to get in the adult pool, that's 6 feet. Stay over here in the shallow water, right? You go drown over there, right? So it's just guidelines. You got to stay in certain places for certain just to help. You got to stay. You got to stay in certain guidelines just to save you, right? He's saving us, right? He's not trying to hurt us. Oh no, 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 you can't have fun. Be bored. No, you can have fun. It's fun with God. I'm very happy. I'm very joyful, right? I'm goofy. I'm silly. I have a blast. I don't have to be high. I don't have to be drunk, right? 17. God, God uses it to prepare and equip His people to do every good work, right? This is to help us to prepare us for this world. He wants us to do His work. That's why we are sitting here. We're not sitting here to have fun, right? I mean, look, we're not sitting here to have worldly fun. We are sitting here to do His work, and in His work, it is rewards, it is good times, right? But we're not sitting here to party and get drunk, okay? So that's all I'm trying to say, y'all. So write this down, read this for y'all. So 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. I love y'all, but y'all already know God love y'all more. Peace.